Huh. Can you hear me?
Oh, there we go.
Can you hear me
Oh,
okay?
you're muted. I don't know if it's me or if it's you.
I can hear you. I can't.
Let me just check something really quick.
Can you hear me yet?
That's okay. Shut the door. Can you hear me? Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, now I can hear you. What the hell?
Oh, weird.
Okay, now can
Oh,
so okay, now I can hear you. That's weird.
okay.
It just all of a sudden. Okay, are we ready to go live?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's interesting because I'm using the same stream as last time and it remembered it.
Oh, well, that's good.
Yeah. All right, let's go live in the group.
We'll do Jenny Martin as the winner of the thing.
That's what I heard.
Yeah, and then if anybody else does participate, we'll do an extra one, and if they share out,
Yeah.
we'll pick another one.
Yeah. Well, and they might not be able to share out because this is a private group.
Oh yeah. Well, no, they should be able to because
Okay.
we're public still.
Okay. All right. Well, let me go live then because it's weird. You have to go live through the page and then you. And see, now you cut out again. That's weird.
Well, I haven't talked right now.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it says we're live. So let's take a look. Yep, Rooted in Wisdom is now live.
Awesome. Hey, everybody.
Hello. I don't know if anybody is on, but we will.
Yeah, we're still working the kinks out on this, so
Yeah, bear with us.
we thought it'd be a good time to come on. We're trying to come on more often.
Yep.
We switched the time, so we kind of, my daughter wanted to do something tonight. And I had to pull my phone away because she wanted to talk to you, Renee.
Oh.
Yeah.
To discuss what?
Sorry, Jay's hollering. To discuss changing the times.
Oh, that's funny. She wouldn't have got me until late last night anyway, so
yeah. Oh,
she's
we were
all
late
good.
leaving. Oh my goodness. Yeah.
I'm just inviting people.
Oh yeah, I should share it out too.
Live.
I'm like sitting here just chit chatting away, nothing big.
That's okay.
Oh, I can hear you.
I know I gotta turn my thing down. There we go. Perfect. All right. Send all of them. Oh, it's letting me send them to groups.
Yeah, it should. I'll keep this open because I don't think we are getting the chat yet, are we?
No, we're not. I noticed that the last time.
Yeah.
What? What did you put some of this in the truck? We're not supposed to do that, boo boo. I'm gonna have to step away for a moment. Okay, so I shared it. Hey, Jennifer.
Yeah.
Okay.
Hi, Jennifer.
Okay.
Well, let's talk about the new moon in Scorpio while Renee steps away. I think she can still hear us and talk.
I can hear you. Yeah, I can hear you.
Yeah. So
No,
the new moon in Scorpio is trining Saturn in Pisces. So it is definitely, it's a very watery sky right now with having this, you know, double double kind of thing going on. Sun in Scorpio and Moon in Scorpio, and then we have Saturn in Pisces, Neptune still in Pisces. Um, for a lot of us, it's about endings and transitions. It's been a lot of that lately. It's about reflection. So going in deep and, well, not too deep, just, to where and feel and resonate if you feel like working with some of the energies. Hey, Jody. So yeah, so it's just that energy of releasing the old and shedding, and then Saturn coming in and working a little bit of its magic through spirituality and setting up those boundaries um, for our own personal and spiritual guidance. But yeah, so we have our blogs are up there, including the workbook blog. I still have the new moon Scorpio, and it's personalized for you. And actually, you guys have been entered into win one earlier, so that winner will be announced. And anybody that shares this out will also be entered into the draw for that as well. And you'll get a personalized workbook as well. So, but yeah, what else do you have to say, Renee? Oh, now you're muted.
I muted myself for a minute because he was freaking
There we
out.
go.
So I was like, I better mute myself. So it's a really big time right now to really, the energies are heavy. A lot of people don't like this. Um, and there are a lot of, some things are coming up, but they're coming up for the greatest and highest good for people.
Yeah.
So just remember that you're being asked. Scorpio is all about being asked to sit with stuff, and to allow things to come up, allow the things from the darkness to come up, or what you feel is darkness, because it's never really darkness, right? It's just leading to ourselves to be light. And so it's important to realize that we're here for a bigger purpose, and and just allowing for things to come in. So shadow work, if it's a must, then on this new moon we need to release things in order to bring things in, right? And same thing, like for the full moons, we need to release things to bring things in. So it's a perfect way to let go and manifest at the same time.
Yeah. And this one's a perfect one too for releasing because Scorpio doesn't really like to hold on
Scorpio,
to
it's a
it.
double Scorpio, yeah.
Yeah. They don't like to hold on to things. So they like to go
And
in and
yeah, and dig down deep, dig for those
yeah.
clams.
Yeah. And if you think of
Dig,
Scorpio, the season that we're in right now, it like look at all those trees shedding right now.
yeah, yeah,
Mother Nature shows us a beautiful way that, it's gorgeous, the colors. And then it just happens to she shows us how beautiful, even though we have storms and right now it's super windy where we are. So you can definitely tell, like, the winds are blowing and change.
Yeah.
But yeah,
And
no,
yeah,
it's one of those things. So,
it's time to
uh,
kind of go into, there was something else I was going to say. I don't know. I don't know if you guys did any rituals for the Scorpio new moon and Halloween. I know I was woken up at 3 o'clock this morning um, to go in and let go of some things. And so they brought me to my healing chamber, and I had to let go of some things and journey
yeah,
myself. And then I went back to bed around 3:30, 4 o'clock. Yeah. I don't like to be woken up though to get stuff done. I understand, but
I know,
I
right?
don't like it.
No, and
I
it's the
don't
one
like
one
it.
portal today.
Yes, it's the 1-1 portal, and I will be doing a video on the 11-11 portal for some healing. I'll be doing that on our TikTok. So I pinned our link tree below, and it has all of our social media and all of the free things that we offer, to include our website, which has, if you guys want to work with us, and our courses that are available right now. Um, and does it have for people to stay up to date for our emails on there
It
as
does.
well? Okay.
Yep.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. So, what rituals are you guys doing for this Scorpio new moon?
I know what Renee's doing.
Nothing. I already did it.
Well, besides that, your
I'll be right
baths.
back.
Okay. She loves her baths. But yeah, do you guys have any questions about the new moon in Scorpio? Do you have anything you want to talk about today? Renee and I are going to chit chat a little bit coming up here when she comes back. Um, but sorry, I'm looking down. I should put my phone up so that I'm not looking down so much. Just looking down at the chat to see what you guys want to talk about. Um, so now that I think about it, the new moon, so the moon and the sun were both in 9 degrees. So it's the number of wisdom, and it brings about, especially with it being with Saturn, trined with Saturn, it brings that, more wisdom to the forefront. So, which I love. I'm not as good at numerology as you are, Renee.
Yes. Yes.
I will say I have to sit there and really think about it when doing numerology. It's like I get a brain fart and I can't think. So,
Well, really, it's a 1-1 portal, so we can do two things with this. So you, whatever resonates with you. One is about new beginnings. It's that first step on a new different timeline for us to move forward with. Um, and then if you think about it, if it's a 1-1 portal, then it can also be an 11, which is a
yeah.
master number, and it's all about balancing. Some of us could be balancing instead of starting a new timeline. So we're balancing what's happening and shifting in our lives so that we can keep moving forward on our path. It's all about physical balance, emotional balance, spiritual balance, and mental balance. It's all about
Yeah.
keeping all of those balanced and squared away. And it's also about keep stepping into that, right? So both of them are about new beginnings and stepping into that. The number 11 is just, is manifesting power, is really all about knowing that you're supported and that new things are opening up for you, new opportunities as well.
I love that. Hi, Kimmy.
Yeah. Hi, Kimmy. Beautiful.
Kimmy, if you share it out, you'll be entered in for another. We have two draws for the new moon in Scorpio personalized
Readings.
reading and yeah, journal. So
Yeah. So if you shared it out, let us know, and
yeah.
we'll put you in for those two things to be drawn. And we're going to be doing more as the end of the year it goes as well. Yay.
Yeah, and we'll have a giveaway every chill and chat. So, but
What?
yeah, okay. I want
Beautiful.
to talk with you, and I did not pre-rehearse this with Renee, so she is just going to get bombarded.
She's gonna drop a bomb on me, and I'm not sure I like that.
She'll like it because she likes to talk about it. The Claires, it's funny because I know what they are. I know how they feel. I know what, what mine are like, but I can't always name them for one. Okay.
Yeah.
And then everybody is so different. So let's talk about them. And, to the people that are on with us, definitely thank you, Jennifer. Um, Definitely let us know how you resonate or how your clairs work as well, because I am
Yes.
always interested in hearing about this. And it kind of goes hand in hand with Renee's course. So that she is teaching us. So connecting with our souls. So let's talk about the clairs.
This is such a fun subject, and I love this. So, um, the clairs are amazing, and they're actually shifting as the collective shifts. It's shifting as well. So it's not. I'm going to name the old style, but um, they're kind of blending, which is beautiful and what I love to see. So the first one that is clear sentient, and that's clear feeling. And I love this one. I use this for when I heal. So I connect with a person, and I kind of step into their energy, and then I'm able to step out of it, right? And so I'm able to figure out like what is going on in their body, like what emotions are coming up, what's blocked, and all that stuff. Clairsentient is different than clair empathy, and clair empathy is like actually, really taking on in a way somebody's stuff. So if you go into a room and there's a lot of grumpiness, you gonna say hi? Can you say hi? Wave. um, some grumpiness, then you're gonna take it on, right? So clairsentient isn't all about taking it on. It's yeah, it's going in and then popping out. Whereas clair empathy is kind of embodying, right? Empathy and body. Um, and so those are the two ones that I were my strongest when I was younger. The other one is clairaudient, and my clairaudient is completely different than what it used to be. Buddy, I can't help you right now. Okay. Do you want to pull some cards for people? Okay, come on up here. He's like, yeah. You want to pull some cards for people? And so clairaudient looks different for so many people, right? For me, I kind of have all of these aspects, and you can hear people's people, but I don't hear them all the time. You can, so it's like sometimes having a chat in your head, which is so it makes you kind of feel like you're hearing things that are not yours. Oh, Jenny, this is for you, I guess. Darkness Falls.
I can't quite see it. It's down too
Uh,
far.
oh, gotcha. It's Darkness Falls.
Oh, there we go.
Um,
Thank you.
you know, a new thing that has kind of unlocked for me, and I know Jenny and Kimmy has, I've talked to them about it, is one part of my brain is very aware and very present, and the other half is kind of all over the place or singing a song or, doing some different things, which is kind of fun and amazing, but also a little concerning at the same time. Automatic writing falls under the category, or journaling falls under the category of clairaudience. Thinking of different songs, whatever, some creative things that you do, like endeavors, that kind of comes from that clairaudience. Telekinesis used to be a part of clairaudient, but now they're saying it's its own thing, or not telekinesis, sorry, telepathy. Um, and then there is claircognizance, which a lot of us have, but they don't even know it, and that's a hard one because when you're claircognizance, you just know what you know, right? You know what you know, and it's hard to prove it. And it also sounds very, what's the word? It sounds like something you would hear all day, right? It sounds very sensible and very logical. And so a lot of people are claircognizant and have a really hard time with this one because they can't explain it and they feel like they need to explain it to people, or they feel like they don't have any of the the other clairs, which is like, ooh, people can hear people, or people can feel people. And more than likely everybody has these clairs. It's just learning which ones are strong ones and going from there so that you can open the other ones. um Clairvoyance is clear seeing. And so that is whether it's pictures, whether it's actually seeing people, whether, and pop in anybody on here if I'm missing something, because I would love that. Clairvoyance is all about, getting the information, and that's directly from that third eye in your imagination. And so a lot of people don't know this, but your intuition and your clairs come from that logical and imaginative point. And, being able to use both um, is really truly a power. You have to work with both in order to see both. Yeah, what is it? Oh, coming of darkness. Um, and then there's clairtangency, and that's when you pick something up and you feel it, or you walk into a room and you feel like what's happened in there. I'm not really strong in that one, but I don't know if it's because I block it, because I really don't like to walk into a place and know what's happened, but sometimes you can feel that energy of the people, or the energy of what's happened in that. There's I always get these two mixed up. There's clairgoustians and clairaliens, and I want to say clairgoustians is clear tasting, like you can taste things. Like sometimes I can taste if somebody has a certain thing going on in their body or whatnot. Um, Clairaliens is clear smell. I know he does like that card, and that's all about. Hey, please don't drop my cards. That's not okay. Okay, we don't drop the cards like that. Um, if they're your cards, I don't care if you drop them, but not mommy's cards. Um, and that is all about smelling. You can smell people. You can smell who's there. And a lot of that comes from mediumship. Um, ooh, that one kind of smelled bad. Actually, interesting. Have to think about that. And that's all I can think about right now off the top of my head, because
I know I bonded on
I'm
you.
and I'm multitasking here.
Yeah.
So it's hard, but let me just check here. I got them.
Yeah, I remember
Because
the
I was
smell.
thinking about that the other day. I was like, oh, yes, clairtangency, clairgoustians, aliens, clairvoyance. Oh yeah, I got them all. See,
Look at you go, eh?
I know, right? But the thing is like as we shift and evolve as a collective, um, everybody's clairs are evolving, and
Yeah.
there's not really a point where you're going to be able to name them, because it's going to be a couple different clairs rolled up into one, which is
Yeah.
really interesting. And it's interesting to see them evolve.
Mom.
Right? Yep. And so as we see everything shifting and breaking down, we're seeing within the spiritual community everything kind of shifting and breaking down and starting to align a little bit more. So the old school ways of spirituality are actually, the foundations are starting to break so that we can build new. And I think a lot more people are starting to realize like spirituality is not all love and light. It's about owning your stuff and being authentic versus love and light, love and light. And so I think people are realizing how toxic not only is the collective, but how toxic the spiritual place is. And so these new realizations are really, coming forth. And it's really beautiful to see people take the time, use the clairs or whatever, they're given, and really do the work themselves with people as guides, with spiritual people who have been doing this work as guides. So it's really interesting to see how this is, evolving and shifting.
It's interesting as you were talking. So this kind of came through at the end. You know how we always in mindfulness we do like the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1
Yes.
to bring us back to the present moment. So it's all the sensories. And then Kenzie introduced me to the senses of purpose and wisdom and things like that, but they are associated with the different senses. but just in such a different way. So when she was doing the competitive sports, Kenzie is someone that we do work with.
And she's a founding member as well. You guys will start meeting her
Yeah,
soon, which is
I kind of
beautiful.
am introducing her without even announcing yet, but
Yeah.
so she's getting a little bit of a squeak of announcement here. Kenzie's amazing, and we really need to have a conversation, her and I, more on this. But when she introduced this to me, because she works with mindfulness and competitive sports for youth, which is totally up my alley. And she was talking about like them, to bring them back into the game, like how are you feeling in the purpose, in the wisdom, like, you know, changing that mindset. And it's kind of like the Clairs as well in some ways,
Well,
like when you're in touch.
yeah. So it's so interesting when you say like bringing them back to themselves. The clairs are your human senses. They're
Yeah,
just, it's just them being, you
an
being able to read
extension.
the energy
Yeah,
more clearly, right? So instead
it's
of just being
holistic.
inside, it's like really thinking outside of the box as, yeah, you're right, holistic. And so when I say that to people, they're like, what? And I'm like,
Yeah,
well, you've touched something. I'm like, and that's clairsentience, right? That's
yeah,
just an extension of your human sense. So it's the ability to open yourself up more to be able to interpret the energy around you.
yeah. I need to
It's not
model that more.
really, and it's, I don't get irked anymore because I think I've just done a lot of stuff around it. But people are like, "Oh, these are special gifts," and I'm like, everybody has them. I don't think they're
Hmm.
gifts so much as they're abilities that we
I
learn
agree.
to, yes, bring them to fullness. Kimmy, I love that. Bring them to a point where we're able to really perceive more than just us, right? We're able to
Yeah,
read and perceive. I love that. Um, you know, this is what they're saying to me, the fullness of life around us,
yeah.
within us and around us.
And Kimmy kind of brought in a really good point here. I think the feminine sacral has opened more fully, bringing in more receiving of gifts. So the feminine
Yeah.
energy is all about self-care, self-love, or love of, whatever it may be. So it's not about action, it's about being, it's about feeling, it's about understanding who you
Mm-hmm.
are. So,
Yeah.
and a lot of that was taken away from us for so long, and for everybody, really, to be
Yeah.
honest with
Oh,
you.
totally.
Um, but so yeah, I agree with you fully there, Kimmy. That's a really interesting twist to that too. I love that. Like
Yeah.
I just love the connections, the little ones that you can get with that.
Yes.
It's like,
Kimmy is amazing.
yeah, I've only seen Kimmy through you and Facebook. We have yet to meet.
Yeah.
So yeah. But yeah, no, the moon as well. Like that's one of the reasons why we are going to be doing a course, like a workshop on the moon. I have the big three with astrology, but the moon is about your emotions, your intuition. So it's also about your self-care. And it's huge. So if you know what your moon is, you're able to
Yes.
tap in more into those and use those sensory, holistically, which is actually a really good way to put it. Um, yeah. So
So fun. I love it.
there's my
Absolutely love
bomb
it.
for you for right now. Do you want me to do another bomb for you?
Sure.
Or do you want
Although
to?
Leo just dropped a bomb, so I'm gonna have to go and
Oh, you
for a
excellent.
second. Do you want to talk about some of the things that we have coming up?
Yes, I can. I've
Okay,
been in
I'll be
hermit
right
mode.
back.
I love it, Kimmy. Yeah, I think I have been to create, with all this creation of what we're doing. So, written in wisdom. Okay, so we have the link tree, and it has pretty much everything linked into that link tree, and you can get to our website as well. But we have our Reawaken to You course, which is about soul connections. So it's bringing forward those clairs and tapping into your intuition and your soul. We also have the big three. It'll be reintroduced. We had a pilot, and then we kind of restructured it just by breaking it apart because we also had the elements, balancing and working with the elements. So those two courses will be reintroduced very shortly here again. And then what else do we have for you guys? We have our services there as well. Renee will be doing her divine um, soul purpose. I believe that's what it's called. But really, she's, a spiritual life coach who helps with the healing, guiding, and supporting. And she does so much there around that. I love her beautiful way. It's just like I don't know. I've always loved working with Renee. So and she's a straight shooter too. So, which is good. Although I do like to give her an odd, bitch slap here and there too. So it is fun. And since she's muted, she can't retort back to me on this one. What else? I have my services up there as well. You'll also see if you happen to tap into them, because I do work with youth, they are on there as well. I am bringing forward a new service that will be introduced for the Black Friday sales, and that is a natal chart analysis for the kids that you may have, like whether it's your grandchildren, children, and how you can work around their energies and that. We have, happy birthday, J Ray. Today
I
is their birthday.
know.
J Ray is a founding team member. So you will see them some more later on. You'll probably see them more pop in January, but they do have the Sacred Sharing Circle on Tuesdays at 3 p.m. Eastern, and it's 1 p.m. Mountain. I will be holding a Sacred Sharing Circle on Wednesday nights at 8 o'clock. You do have to sign up for these. The one for Wednesdays has not been, I've not put a link in there for you guys yet, but these will not be restreamed. They will not be streamed at all. It is a sacred circle that we will just,
And that's more for being able to hold the space and support for people that need. So we
yeah,
don't, yeah.
yeah,
And they're different every time.
they
So we
totally are.
don't want to, yeah.
They are. And, you don't have to get advice. You can get advice. But the advice is really just friends. It's like we're being there. It's not professional advice or anything. It's just guidance and,
And a
hearing from other
space for
people.
you to feel safe to be able to explore and be seen and heard.
Yeah. Especially heard.
Yeah.
What else do we have?
Oh, and I'm starting back on Energies of the Week on
Right.
Sundays.
That's
And
going to come up.
so that came up really loud and clear the other day. So I was like, okay, so I'm coming back into this. So it will be Sunday mid morning for me. And if you guys would like a reading, it'll be $25, the same as before. If you want your personal readings of the week, and what your personal energies will be like, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah, she'll be
Ooh, you
here.
have
I'll be
your
doing
yes.
the moon readings. Just so the ones that we have had, so when you've shared out, uh, so we'll announce the winners right now. We might as well. Do you want to announce one and I'll
I
announce the other?
know. Sure. Sure. So the first one is thank you guys. And the first one is Jennifer Martin. So she has a reading.
Yeah. And then the other one is
Yay!
Kimmy. So
Yay!
reach out to us or even myself through my own Facebook. Just DM us somehow if I haven't got back to you, and I'll get that reading to you. But I'll be doing new moon readings every moon. Both Renee and I are feeling the push to do some, extra stuff. So we'll be having our Black Friday sales as well.
Yes, coming up, which is great.
Yeah.
And
What else have I
me,
missed?
I don't think you missed anything, honestly.
Okay.
I don't think you have. And so they wanted me to pull a card for the collective I know we already talked about New Moon and Scorpio, but They had me get my Moonology cards. It's been a while since I've broken those out,
I'm not a
right?
fan of them.
So I was like the end of a tough cycle approaches, right? So a lot of us are kind of feeling that heaviness and what's going on, and so there's a lot of endings and a lot of shiftings that's happening. And the other one is so funny because behind that the energy is gaining momentum, and I think a lot of us feel that, right? We're feeling that grief, that ending, but we're also feeling the energy behind it, which is really kind of pushing us. I know Jenny and I have been feeling that as well. Um, so yeah, it's really interesting to kind of see, where this is. So beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Um, and I think that's it. We just wanted to come on and talk about the moon in Scorpio. I almost said the score in Mupio. Wow, I need to take a nap. I think I might
Oh,
be napping with Leo for a little bit.
you're too funny. I was up at 5 o'clock this morning. The power came back on, and the light decided to come on with it because Jay just had the fan on, and I don't know how it works, but yeah. So, good morning, Jen, and away we go. I was
Oh
like,
no.
okay,
Like I said, like I went to bed early last night. Like I think I told you I was like 9. I think I said goodnight to you, and I was like, I can't even
yeah.
keep my eyes open. And then I was wide awake at like 3, and then I went back to bed. So
I know I was still like, well, we had gotten home so late, so and I
yeah,
was still like scrolling. So bad of me, but I did do it. So
beautiful. So as always, if you guys want to contribute to this group, please do ask your questions. Reach out to any of us. Um, we're this is what we're here for. We're here to build a community,
yeah,
and we absolutely love that. So congratulations to Kimmy and Jennifer. I'm super excited for you because these readings are amazing. She's been using us as guinea pigs, and
totally
they're
have
such a
been.
really good way to go. My dog Tizy, I told her when she was with me when you're like, so
Oh
Tizy's
yeah.
is done. I did to her, and she's like, excuse me. I was like, don't worry about it. It's
Surprise.
not for you. It's for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, such a beautiful, beautiful way. And we want to be able to support you. So, if you have anything, let us know, guys. And I will be back on Sunday. I think it's 10 a.m. my
And
time,
yeah.
10 a.m. MST. So, 11 Central, 12 Eastern. And
Don't
I'll be
forget the
doing,
clocks go back.
I know clocks go back that day too. And I'll be doing energies of the week, and we'll be doing readings online. So I hope to see you guys there. And I hope you guys have a beautiful rest of your weekend.
Thanks, guys.
Bye, everybody.